Here we are, day 7, and the prompt is tuck. So I had printed out this owl. As soon as I saw the tuck, I had printed this out. So I already had this in mind. I love that owl. I love owls in general. And again, being a little thematic, it is winter here. So what says winter more than a snowy owl? Isn't that tag fabulous? So this tag is a digital, and it comes from LianaScrap, and it's from the Frosty Winter add-on kit. I will potentially put a link below. And I say potentially because, you know, remembering all the things. I did write it down, so there's hope. So then I had pulled out, it was funny because this was the idea I was going to put on this page instead of the, if you saw, this was my last day 6. I was going to put a feather, but I was going to use one of these instead. And these are Tim Holtz die cuts. And I love them. I love feathers. I love owls. I love hummingbirds. And I did use, I think, I'm almost positive these are my digitals. I printed out some digitals. I will make backgrounds and I will take a photo of them. And so I had printed out some of my own. I don't have them for sale or anything, but I have some. And so I thought I would use those. They came from my little box of goodies. So I was going through here and I found the hand. And I've already said how much I love hands. So I might put that. We'll see. I'm just sort of, again, flipping through to see what kind of, oh, look, another one. What kind of things I've got. I also want, oh, I love that. That's just a stamped tag, but that's a bit big. But that would be great to tuck in there, potentially. I like the idea of putting some, I got a huge bag of thread from my mother. That might be fun. That to the side. I really need another bucket, another, just in case I want to use it and it doesn't get lost on my desk bucket. Oh, here's another feather. Another ticket. Kind of like that. Okay, so I have no idea where this is going, but that's a good start. That is a good start. Oh, look at this. Man, apparently I went on a feather die cutting spree, one would like to say. Look at all those feathers. So yeah, so let me get an idea of what we're going to do today and I'll be back. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. I pulled out a couple of the feathers. I pulled out this stamp again because I love it. And the hand, and I thought it'd be fun to stamp the hand, put the hand there maybe. But be more specific this time, and I thought I would stamp it up here where there's sort of a pair of scissors and then some postage marks. I thought that would be cool, so I might do that. And then I grabbed 2 feathers that I really like and a tag. Oh, look how fun that tag is. So that's a very Tim Holtzy tag with some stamping in the background. And then this was the washi tape that I held my stencil down yesterday. And I thought, well, let's use that. Let's do that. Let's just plop it on here somewhere. So this is kind of where I'm going. So that's going to be my tuck. And I'm thinking I'm going to do something like this. Again, just trying to keep it a little bit simple today. But I do want the room to tuck things. Like, I like that already. So I think I'm going to do that right away. And then the hand would go here. And then maybe the washi tape up here. And then we'll see. I love quotes. And I was kind of having a look for a quote. And, you know, I found this. Again, I showed that on my video yesterday. This was the iCat I did. Embrace the possibilities. I'm like, that would be great there. Now, where would that one stamp be? I know it's a stamp. Oh my goodness, because, you know, you have 90, I don't know if you're like me, but I've got 90 million stamps. And yeah. So let's glue this down. and see if I can remember where I put things. I don't think I need to distress this. I could distress it in a darker color like ground. Maybe. Let's pull out some ground espresso. I think I'm going to need it anyway for... I'm going to maybe do the hand in ground espresso. Because, you know, distressing, although these edges are distressed, they sort of distress them in a light. I love this tag. I can't stand how much I love it. And I couldn't figure out where I got it from. I saw it on the fly when I was looking for something else, and I just printed it out, like I said. And I searched and searched and searched. So tuck spot. So I'm going to do the bottom and this side, I think, and leave that top open. Anyway, I searched and searched to no avail because I have a lot of digitals. And I was so thankful that I just found it. I started getting frustrated and opening all the folders. Where could it be? I'm sure I'm not alone with I got this awesome thing. Where could it be? And I am tempted to stamp on this as well, but I don't want to. Although, you know what was cool? I have to say, I did really like this stamp. And I know that's a Dina Wakley. And that would be kind of a fun thing to do and stamp on that. So maybe I will. I found this. This is the one I was thinking of, I think. And it's fine. It'll work. It's Dina Wakley Perfect to Me. MDR 81265. So I'm going to take that. And then while I was looking at those, I found this quote. If you are not obsessed with your life, change it. And I think I'm just going to use it. I'm going to use it because I love that idea. I'm sort of in that position right now. And yeah, why not? I have this fabulous scratchy piece of paper with all kinds of stampy things on it. So I'll just find a spot and the overflow can go there. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to use black archival again because just because. Cool. Doesn't show up as well because those colors are dark. It'll show up better on this one, I think. Of course. I know, I'm trying to do things on camera. It gets tricky sometimes. I realize I don't have a lot of space here is part of the issue. There we go. That's kind of fun, huh? Okay. And then yeah, I like that. I kind of, again, this is how my brain works, you know, as far as, oh, let's get complicated. I'd love to tie some twine around that. And I might just do that. Okay. In the meantime, while I ponder that, I'm going to take the hand and let's just do that again. Stamp over here. So I've been watching some of the other videos as I do this that are on the playlist of the inspiration for Junk Journal 2025. So it's kind of fun to watch other people's ideas. I don't watch the prompt. I watch them after I've done that. And I guess part of it is it just depends on, you know, it's a good idea if you're stuck. But for me right now, I need to clean that. I never cleaned that from the other day. I'll use this, the archival ink cleaner, but I'll do that later. Again, apparently later. Just put it off. Why not? Well, it's not fun for you guys to watch it, right? But I don't want to watch the prompt before I do mine, unless I'm stuck, and then of course I would say this person inspired me. But I'm kind of sort of going with my own inspiration and then watching some of them. I'd like to have more time to watch videos, but I just don't. I'm kind of just trying to get my own, just trying to be more crafty. That's it. All right. I'll use the same technique because these are definitely not as sticky that I used yesterday's video, or the Dina Wakely video. And I'm just going to yes, I like that. Like it, like it, like it. So again, I hope you guys are crafting along and enjoying all the inspiration. It's really fun that a lot of people have jumped in to do inspiration. Now this is kind of light. Wow, I already... But I think what I can do again is I'll just pull out a distress crayon right away, and I'm just going to outline that a bit. I'm going to be a bit messy. And this is basically saying, turn the page. Okay, add a little bit of water. Oh yeah, there we go. And if you're playing along with me, take a breath, relax, let all the crud of the day let it all go. Okay, that's kind of fun. So I'm just deciding whether I want to, I'd like some more stamping, but I think I'm going to I'm not going to use that same Tim Holtz one. I think I'll use something else. But I do want the quote there too. And maybe I'll be brave and I'll stamp directly on the page. See how, I've got a lot going on. So maybe what I'll do is if I could take, here we go. I've got a pad of paper and I'll just put it underneath so it gives it a flatter. And here's the thing, if I mess it up, I can simply restamp it on paper. Stamp it on paper, and do I like that? I think so. I think there, right, with the leaves or the feathers coming out. I think so. And I'm just going to do the coffee again. Ground espresso. Doesn't that sound good? Anytime it's about coffee, I'm in. Oh, that would have been, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. So if I'd messed it up, all I had to do was, find a similar colored paper and restamp it. But yeah, I like that a lot. This is a great set as well. Okay. I got some twine, and I think, we'll see, it might be too heavy. But I figure I'll try and see if it works. If it works. Now, I might make my life easier and just staple that. That's a good idea. Because then that way I don't have to fiddle with the thread for placement. So I really like the idea of it being like that. Of course, I don't know why I always like doing an X for some reason. It's kind of fun. Yes, that will make it easier. And then, again, this is going to be long and dangly, but I'm going to give myself room to trim it. And I think I'll just wrap it around. Glue first, perhaps. Put a bit of glue. I guess I could put another staple as well after the fact. Okay, wrap it around a couple of times. Whoop. Like this. Give it a pinch into that glue. Maybe I'll just do that and tie it like that. Then it's not as bulky as if I did a double knot. But I like the idea of letting these dangle and fray. So I wanted to, on purpose, I'm going to fray them up. And then the only question is, should I let them dangle below the book or stay within the confines of the book? Big decisions, people, big decisions. Yeah, and then I thought it would be kind of fun to just pull this out a bit. It's kind of what I was looking for. So it's kind of funny though. A lot of times I'll use this stuff and it irritates me that it falls apart. But today, that's what I'm looking for. I like that idea of it being sketchy. Could go crazy and put a bunch of beads on it, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay. And pull that behind it. It's always fun when you get glue on your fingers and then it pulls everything up. Yay, I love that. I love that. Okay, great when a plan actually comes together, isn't it? Now what? Definitely need to distress the edges of this, for sure. And I did like the idea of doing some background stamping. Very tempted to add more gold, more of that copper metallics, but just I love scuffing things up with copper. Like some copper on here might be fun. We might have to do that. But already I'm really liking this page. I've lost my, oh, here's my little tag. I like that. Oh, do I like that? I do. I do. Even if it covers it, it makes you want to pull it out. I love interactive. So if you cover something, chances are you, me, whoever is going to come along and go, what's underneath? What does that say? So that's a good way to be interactive. Okay, and then I do want to take a little more of this and just some more distress. Okay, good, good, good. Let's look for some background stamps. I pulled out some more Dina Wakley. This is the one we just used. If you're not obsessed, change it. But then I thought it'd be fun to put maybe a few of the leaves up here. So our owl looks like he's in a tree. I thought maybe a couple like just underneath there. And then the little one. That would be fun. And then maybe some music notes. So I love taking these. This one is, I don't know what this one is called. It's been a while. Abstract Figures 60963, but there's a music note. And what I like doing, like there's people, there's words, type, there's cat face, circles. What I like doing is just using part of the stamp for its background, not necessarily, you know, I still use it. It's kind of a cool stamp, right? But the music notes go with this. Look at this, music notes. So I thought maybe I could do a few sketchy music notes. Hopefully I don't blow it by making them, you know, getting too much of the outline. But we'll see. Again, mixed media. I'm going to do Uncharted Mariner in Distress ink for the leaves because it's nighttime and they would look dark, right? And I'm just going to hold my breath and hope it works. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I like that. Although this doesn't have a stick, but we can fix that. And then put a couple more. Just one more here. Got my big blob, but again, that's okay. I don't mind that for some reason. And I'm going to use this little one. I'll be a little more careful this time. How's that? A little more careful, and then I smudge it as I go in. But I don't mind the smudge marks. I don't mind that. Cool. I think what I'll do, though, I'm going to do the music notes in, maybe not ground espresso, maybe lighter. Let's do a vintage photo. And that way there'll be a little contrast between the quote and the rest of the page. And of course, I don't know, it doesn't really matter which way they go, I guess. I think I'm going to go this way. You know what? I might do a little test because I'm really liking this page and I don't really want to do something that I would despise, you know? So when you use stamps like this, you just sort of roll the stamp and press with your finger. And what'll happen, you basically get the, just where, you know, somewhat, you have a little more control, I guess. So I can practice a couple of times. Do I like that? Maybe if I do it along this edge, that would be okay. And then if I get that side, I don't mind it so much. And I'm literally, I swear I'm closing my eyes. Close your eyes and go. Oh, and I did it backwards. That's funny. That's fine. That's fine. Fine. My water brushes are empty. I'm just going to sort of smudge that a little bit. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll just stamp on top of it. I'll stamp something else on top of it. I'm not super fond of that. So this is a phenomenon, and I know, again, I know it happens to people. As you craft, you end up with more and more product, and the space that you're crafting on gets smaller and smaller, and inevitably, I end up crafting on a 6-inch square every single time. And it's just kind of crazy that that happens. Oh, look, I could sneaky. Oh, I could put washi tape too, couldn't I? Could put washi tape. Oh, look at this special delivery. Oh, yeah. I like that. Special delivery. And I'm really happy that I'm using this stuff for my stash. And that way I can just sort of have the music notes. You know, I have a music note stamp somewhere. Like, I know there's no way I don't have a music note stamp somewhere. But one of the challenges, where could it be? I actually do have my stamps fairly well organized. Having said that, I do have, I bet I could find one in no time, actually, now that I think about it. I put my stamps in photo boxes. I'll show you. And I probably show this a lot, but I think it's helpful. I think we all are always looking for ways to organize, which is the perfect segue. So Eileen Hull, who I was on Eileen's design team for 7 years, which is amazing to me. I just recently stopped a year ago. I think last year was my last year. I retired from her team. It was wonderful. I love her team. I love the people. I miss it. I just needed to do other things. She's doing an organization, declutter and get organized collaboration. And so I am actually going to just follow along because I really have to. And I will see if I can, let me write that down, and I will link below. It's a month-long organization, specifically for crafters. It's a gal who, I think her name is Dana K. White, and I haven't looked at any of this, but she's doing this with a bunch of different designers that are doing it. Oh, Gail Augustinelli's on there. And Eileen, and I know a few of these people, so that's kind of fun. Tracy Fox Creative. Wow, so I am going to have to jump in and figure out how to clean my space. So this is how I organize. I guess I need to back out. You'll see some of my messy desk, but that's okay. I have photo boxes. And then, so for example, mixed media. Some of my stamps I have by company, especially if I was on their design team or working with people that, you know, I mean, I was on Top Flight design team. At one point, I had tons of stamp companies that I was working with. But at some point, they either end up split up into their zones, like, you know, mushrooms and coffee or mixed media, for example. And it's just oodles of goodness. So I bet, oh, look at that, beehive. Yeah, all kinds of good stuff. And some people will laugh at these and look at some of these are so old. But Kaisercraft, oh, don't we miss Kaisercraft? And then look at that, managed to get, oh, that's keys. So yeah, I could look through here and look for some music notes. But that's the idea. I have these and then I can just stack them on my shelves, and it makes for very easy to find. Then I can just grab the box, come over, ruffle through it, and then put the box back. All right, so I did it. I found music notes. These are so old. I found them in a pile. Does that happen to you when you're crafting? You just kind of get obsessed with, I got to find this one thing. But Glitz Designs, no idea. Look at those though. How cool are those? And I know I have some with other companies, but I was looking through actually Wendy Vecchi. I thought I might have one with her, but this will do. This will do nicely. We'll see if it's, I don't know that it'll work with archival. Isn't that fun? One day this will be something. Yeah, that's good enough. Good enough. Let's see if we can see which way is up. Nope, I am just going to go for it. So yeah, and then I'm just going to round it. This is a fun way to do it, kind of round the stamp and do a light little. Yes, yay. All right. I like it. I like it. I think that's it, guys. I think we're done. Calling it done. I do. I like that page. It's fun. The hand doesn't show up as well as it could. So let me just, I have a navy blue Stabilo. I don't know if it's navy. It's called, doesn't have a name. 8041. I'm just going to wet it a little bit. Okay, maybe. It's not very navy, but I think it kind of matches the Uncharted Mariner. I'm just going to outline that some more. Because why not? And this, I love doing this part. It's just so relaxing. And then I can add some more doodles. Maybe do a little bit of an outline. Some mark making. Kind of fun. This part's relaxing. Holy smokes. So yeah, so that's going to be it for today. I hope you get a chance to get inky and do some inky play because it's the best, right? Especially in the stressful world we're in right now. This is a great way to just take a few minutes. This didn't take very long, I think, when all is said and done. I do want a ribbon of some sort there. That's okay. I'll let my brain sleep on it and find a ribbon in my sleep. Okay, that's it for today. Yay. Let's go over here and check that off. Number 7. Now, the question is, where did my... All right, 7. Tuck spot. Okay, if you're not obsessed with your life, change it. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Bye.